Hey everyone, Mucklick Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire IV here, and this is a guide on how to get the Suffused Obsidian Legendary Armor in Guild Wars 2. This is a cosmetic upgrade to the existing Obsidian armor. It does not add any additional stats and is not stronger in any way. It is simply there for if you think it looks pretty and you want it. To get started, you will already need at least one piece of Obsidian Legendary Armor, as well as the Wayfinder Mastery in the Astral Ward category. If you need help making the Obsidian armor, I have a guide on that. I'll have a link down below. Assuming you have one piece of Obsidian gear completed, open up your achievement panel and search for the Tier 2 Legendary Armor Suffused Obsidian achievement. It starts by visiting this salad next to Lear's Forge in the Wizard Tower. You need to purchase a Runestone of Suffusion from this vendor, which will cost you 5 Amalgamated Cryptus Essence, which can be crafted from ectoplasms plus Rift Essences by you or Lear for the cost of additional ectos, and 2 of each of the map meta currencies, 2 cases of Captured Lightning from Skywatch Archipelago, 2 pouches of Stardust from Amanitas, and 2 clots of Congealed Screams from Inner Mayonnaise. As a reminder, if you have an excess of the smaller currencies for any of these zones, you can spend that to buy the map meta currencies I just mentioned to save time. After purchasing the Runestone, a shopping list will become visible on the achievement. None of these steps will cost you anything, but they all take time. I'll go over these briefly, then talk about how I advise you to tackle these tasks. 250 charges of Rift Energy. This is gained by simply doing Rift Hunting with the stone in your inventory. Defeat 3 legendary creatures and convergences is just the final boss of the convergence 3 times. Complete 15 non-Rift Hunting events in Skywatch, Amanitas, and Inner Neos each. This is simple, just look for those orange markers on the map for events and do 15 of those in each zone. Add power to 75 Starlight Lanterns. If you are unfamiliar with these, they are located next to points of interest in each of the Soto zones. After lighting all of them in a zone, they will reset, allowing you to do them again. This is primarily used to earn the map gifts for that zone. Defeat 3 world bosses throughout Central Tyria, and complete 3 map meta events in Soto zones. Ways of tackling this list. My recommended method is, if you have any interest in getting this legendary armor, buy this stone as soon as possible and just hold on to it in your inventory and play normally so that these tasks start getting checked off. Eventually, you will have much of it done, and you can focus on what's left and turn it in. You can also just try to grind this all out as soon as possible, but I feel that that is a pretty daunting task, but you do you. The final method, which I don't recommend but am honor bound to tell you, is that after getting the Runestone, a second shop tab opens on the merchant. This allows you to purchase credit for the steps of the achievement we just discussed, which will check off those steps without having to actually do them. So if you really hate one of those activities, you can just throw resources at it to skip it once per day. Every skip that you buy costs 250 obsidian shards and 50 vials of might and 50 vials of magic. The vials of might and magic can be crafted by most trade skills using tier 6 materials. Now I believe that these costs are really steep for skipping one step, but just know that it is an option if you want it. After completing the shopping list in any way, shape, or form, you will be rewarded with 2 imbued runes of Suffusion. Head back to the Forge Salad and you can use one of these stones to purchase any upgraded obsidian piece you wish that you already own the base version of. Note that each time you complete the shopping list, you get 2 tokens, so a full set of armor would require you doing the list 3 times to acquire 6 tokens. Some notes. If you like or dislike the explosion of rune energy that happens when you unsheath, know that that is attached to the chest piece, so if you want it or don't want it, that's where it is. The other pieces specifically only have the glowing runes effect. Once again, my recommendation is, if you think you might want this at some point in the future, buy the Runestone and carry it around so that the things start getting checked off. If you plan to do this the patient way, it is nearly free other than the cost of the Runestone, it just takes time. As you complete portions of steps, you get a buff down at the bottom, which will show you your credits so far. You can mouse over this to see how many of a step you've done, so enjoy having 10 extra buffs, I guess. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like for the YouTube algorithm, comment if you have any questions or if you know any tricks and tips that I didn't share, and subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more content. Another massive thank you to the supporters on Patreon and Twitch who keep this channel alive, and if you are interested in becoming one and getting more videos and perks, there is a link in the description. And that's all there is to it. Hopefully this helps some of you complete the fashion wars of your dreams.